Well, welcome, wrestling fans. Lance Muscle with you here, and we are coming to you from Bowling Green University in Kentucky. And this is the UWF. Tonight, the fans are going to get their first look at Hot Stuff Incorporated officially in the ring. All right, fans, we are back, and here we go with our opening contest. Entering the ring at this time is Destroyer number 2. As he makes his way down the aisle, joining me here in the broadcast position, as always, the big cowboy. And, sir, we've got our first look later tonight at Hot Stuff Incorporated. We all saw what happened last week. Yeah, well, we saw what happened last week, but I tell you right now, that's not the end of the story by any stretch of the imagination. Dr. Dead Steve Williams will get a fair crack at regaining the UWF Heavyweight Championship. I can promise you that much right now. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, I don't know what you think you're pulling off over here by bringing in Buzz Sawyer, but I can tell you right now, if you think you're going to have any easy walk through the UWF, son, you are sorely mistaken. Well, right now we're getting an opportunity to take a look at a young man who's really been lighting things up here in the UWF as of late. This is, of course, Shane Douglas. Getting ready to go up against half of the Destroyers. They've made their rounds throughout the world of professional wrestling. And now, right off the bat, Shane Douglas meeting him with a big body slam right in the middle of the ring. Nice move right there by Douglas. May have dislocated his jaw with that one. Has him up now against the ropes. Tremendous athlete, this Shane Douglas. What's he doing with him here? Working the ribs. No, Shane Douglas is a tremendous talent. I've seen him wrestle before. It's one of the reasons why I encouraged him to come here to the UWF, and I'm glad he took me up on that. I think he's going to do real good here in the UWF. I think the fans are definitely going to like watching Shane Douglas do what he does. No doubt about that in my mind. I can tell you right now, as he goes to work. And now the Destroyer with a rear chin lock on Douglas. We'll see if he can maintain hold. Douglas, a tremendous wrestler, and he'll meet you and beat you any which way you want. As he regains his balance and his vertical base, he comes up and down goes the Destroyer. Now the Irish whip to the ropes he goes. Drop down by Douglas. Tremendous drop kick right to the chest. And boy, oh boy, that really had an effect on him. Yeah, it drove all the wind right out of the body of the Destroyer, and you can just see that coming. Douglas with another big, devastating clothesline. Now waiting for the Destroyer to get back up if he can. Folks here in Kentucky enjoying the action here tonight. Wow, there's that move. We saw him do that a few times last week, and it gets him another victory. What a tremendous outing for Shane Douglas. Well, that cradle suplex, and we're going to get a good look at it right there, just drives all of the force and the momentum right into the shoulders, and he goes straight into that small package. There's no way you're getting out of that thing. All right, fans. Well, we promised you we were going to see them and later tonight in the main event, and it's going to be a heck of a main event when Hot Stuff Incorporated makes their way down. We'll be back with more right after this. All right, we are back, and we are going to be getting a look at one of the enigmas here in the UWF, the missing link. And again, this is a guy, if you've never seen him before, very difficult to control, not only for his opponent, but for the referee, for managers, if he's got one, which right now I don't believe he does, but we've seen him in the past. Well, I've made an observation last week that maybe he's not as crazy as he lets people out to think he is, because sometimes this game can be a mental game. It's a game of mental warfare on many occasions, and if you got your opponent fearing you before the bell ever rings, well, half the battle, I believe, is already won. Well, I'll tell you right now, he's not going to be putting any fear into his opponent here. That's for darn sure. He's the former UWF heavyweight champion of the world and looking to get that opportunity once again to be back there. Dr. Death Steve Williams. Dr. Death Steve Williams by far not going to be fearing this man whatsoever. Oklahoma all the way. And I'll tell you, he's just, right now, I know we talked a little bit, he and I have, over the past week about the situation that took place. And I promised him one thing, and that is that he is going to get a fair return match for the UWF Championship. He didn't get that last week, but he's going to get one in the very near future, I promise you that. And Rick Steiner, when that day comes, I don't think you're going to understand the dog that you turned off the leash. The big, tough lineman, Dr. Death Steve Williams. If he's got any fear of the missing link, he's definitely not showing it, I'll tell you. No, he's not going to fear this man whatsoever. He understands that some war paint and crazy action don't make you that. Well, right off the bat, Dr. Death Steve Williams coming out to make a statement perhaps, and he crashes into the wall, into the missing link, and it's just unbelievable start to this match. Again, he does it. Well, I mentioned that talking to Dr. Death Steve Williams during the week, and I'll tell you this much too. He made a point of saying whoever you put me in the ring with next is going to be paying the price. for what Rick Steiner done. Well, he may just keep on making these points and sending these messages until that return match. And if that's the case, I would hate to be one of the guys in the ring with him between now and then. As he continues the brutalization of the missing link, and that is not something I can recall ever seeing before. Big drop kick by Steve Williams. Now, the missing link is not somebody anyone ever really throws around, so the fact that Dr. Death Steve Williams doing it right here says a lot about just how wound up the Doc is. And I've seen him this way before, but like I said, you never know what's going to happen. He just went after the referee, I do believe. Things breaking down perhaps in this one as the missing link drops. Dr. Death Steve Williams face first into that turnbuckle. And now he's going to go up and try and probably come up with that headbutt. That's what he's known for. Now waiting on Dr. Death Steve Williams to regain his feet. And he does come down with that clubbing forearm. Driving the head of Dr. Death Steve Williams into the mat, into the ringside floor. Hammering down with the fists. Now running him into the steel ring post. The missing link finally figured it out. He better start fighting back because he was getting his ass handed to him. Question now, is this going to be enough? And can he maintain it, really, is the big question. Well, Dr. Death Steve Williams. Oh, wait a minute. He turns the tide right here. I was just going to say the count getting awfully high here. And now let's see what Dr. Death Steve Williams has in mind. Rams him right into that steel ring post, shoulder first. That'll take an effect. And now the doctor's in. Tremendous Samoan drop, and now Williams from the middle rope. Well, I'll tell you right now, he just come crashing down right across the body. And this is exactly what he's capable of doing right now. Big back body drop, got him way up in the air, and now the missing link. Spine buster, and now Dr. Death Steve Williams goes for the cover. His shoulders are down. He manages to kick out. Let's see what's next. Williams has him up in the air. Oh, there's the Oklahoma Stampede. Too close to the ropes, though, and the missing link's very fortunate to still be in this one. The missing link is very fortunate. Maybe fortunate might be a different word that you might want to use, because I can tell you he's going to absorb a lot more punishment between now and the next time Dr. Death Steve Williams decides to put this match away. So not sure how fortunate he really is to continue the beating he's getting right here. Oh, the missing link got him coming in, and now Dr. Death Steve Williams up, and he gets power slammed and rolling out to the apron. Well, as the old saying goes, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Dr. Death Steve Williams took advantage of that. Oh, he baited him in there. Did you see how that worked out? He baited the missing link in, made him think he was more hurt than he actually was, and now taking advantage of that with another big body slam. Well, indeed, Dr. Death Steve Williams, he can play the mind games with the best of them. Bringing him back in the ring the hard way, and now Dr. Death Steve Williams thinks it's about over. Wouldn't be surprised. There's that Sooner shoulder tackle. Hooks the leg, and that might be all she wrote. Nope. Oh, wait a minute. I couldn't hear what he said, but I got a feeling he's like, I'm not done with you yet. What a belly-to-belly suplex that was right there. Dr. Death Steve Williams continuing the beating, continuing to drive the oxygen from the body. Another spine buster. He's got him again, and now again, Dr. Steve Williams. This time I think he let him up. Near the middle of the ring. Oh, wait a minute. The missing link firing back this time. Reverse suplex, and now Dr. Steve Williams is in trouble. The missing link going all the way up to the top rope. He caught him with a headbutt. And he only gets one. Well, I'll tell you right now, I don't think I've ever seen anybody kick out after the missing link drops that big headbutt on him from that top rope. Certainly not on a 1 count. Well, Dr. Steve Williams isn't anyone, but he's getting a little bit more than perhaps he bargained for at this point in the match. He knows he had the match won, and that's got to be something that's irking him. Well, you had the match won probably 2 different occasions thus far, but haven't put it away yet, and that is the problem. The former Oklahoma Sooner, Steve Williams, really jacking him around with those forearms. And now it's a slugfest right here in the middle of the ring. These two beasts going at each other. Williams has him on the shoulders, and there's that Samoan drop again. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and look out. Kick out the back door. The missing link still not there yet, but he's getting awfully close, I'd have to say. Dr. Steve Williams powers out of a would-be pile driver. Lancing blow didn't quite catch him. And now Dr. Steve Williams with that back elbow strike, and it caught him. Dr. Steve Williams right now is giving the missing link a beating that he's never had before. This match could have been over, but Dr. Steve Williams said he wants to make a statement here to Rick Steiner and every member of Hot Stuff Incorporated, and I'd say he's done that already. But nothing going to say it better than if he can pull out the big win here. Free fall power slam by the missing link, and now he thinks he's got the doctor beat. We'll see. 1, and that's all. Missing link thinks he's got him beat, but then when he goes for it, he finds out Dr. Steve Williams still has plenty left in the gas tank. And once again, Dr. Steve Williams waiting on him. Here he gets back to his feet. He's got him up in the air. Will he do it again? There it is, the Oklahoma Slam, and there's no ropes around to save you this time. He kicked out. Well, I got to tell you right now, Dr. Steve Williams understandably upset, and I'm not even sure how that happened. He's got him all. Power bomb. Will that be enough? No, the missing link just keeps on coming. Steve Williams trying to figure it out here because the missing link, by all counts, should be done at this point, he feels. Shoulder tackle, and he's right there again. Will that be all? I think this time he's got, nope, he's still able to get out. Fans, I'll tell you right now, I've seen guys take a whooping before, but perhaps nothing comparing to what the missing link is going with right now. Missing Link back in the corner now, trying to get himself psyched up perhaps. Gave Dr. Death a little bit of time to recuperate. Oh my goodness! What a shot that was, right to the face. Dr. Death Steve Williams almost got knocked unconscious with that shot right there, and it's not good. Things not going well right now for Dr. Death Steve Williams. Oh my goodness indeed. And Williams able to roll outside the ring, which is probably what he needs right now. The one-man gang coming after him as well. And now Dr. Death Steve Williams going to work on him. Another power slam. And he's gone up again. Caught him with a headbutt. That might be all she wrote. This is going to be a big, wow, unbelievable. Now, I'll tell you right now, I've never seen anything like this. These two men really going to town on one another, and now for the second time, the Missing Link had the opportunity to put this thing away and could not hold him down. Here's a shoulder block of his own now as the Missing Link tries it. And now Dr. Death Steve Williams drives him into the canvas hard. Let's see if that's it. No! Fans, I don't know if this match has an ending. Oh, he's got him up again. There's that big Oklahoma slam. Question is, will that one be enough? He's going to get him away from the ropes this time. No opportunity for the Missing Link this time, but he still kicks out. Somebody tell me what's going on here. I'll tell you right now, this is a battle of the wills right here. These two men absolutely refuse to lose to one another. Both men should have already been beaten in this one, and it's not happened yet. Missing Link now has that reverse chin lock on Dr. Death Steve Williams. Williams reaching up. He's got two handfuls of hair, and that jawbreaker follows it up with a neck breaker. I'll tell you, Steve Williams, he's been in the ring with the biggest, the best of them. I don't know if he's ever been tested like this before. Big drop kick. Nicely done by Steve Williams. Up, he's got him, and there is that powerbomb one more time. The Missing Link back up on his feet once again. Oh, he blocks it. He blocked it. Dr. Death Steve Williams takes him over. I'll tell you, these two guys are putting on a hell of a match here tonight. Much better than I ever anticipated it was going to be. Williams and the Missing Link are absolutely beating each other into oblivion. Big drop kick by Dr. Death Steve Williams, and now the Missing Link out to the floor. Dr. Death decides to follow him. Headbutt knocks him silly, and that's normally the move that you would see used by the Missing Link. Well, the ring's not big enough to contain the action between these two men. There's no doubt about it. These two guys really just going to work on one another. I've seen some beatings in my life, but I don't think I've ever seen anything come even remotely close to what we're seeing here tonight. There is no part of this arena that hasn't been used. They've got inside the ring, outside the ring, and now both men using everything available to them. The steel guardrail, the steps, the steel posts. As Dr. Death Steve Williams standing tall in the middle of the ring, and that might be the end of this one. It is. He couldn't beat him, but he got him outside the ring and left him there. Well, we told you that the missing link's an animal, but I'll tell you right now, this match right here is one we'll be talking about for quite some time. Yeah, I'm absolutely astonished at just how long these two men went back and forth with one another, and realistically, nobody beat anyone. You're right. It was a count-out victory. Dr. Death Steve Williams is going to get that as a win. He'll get the winner's salary, but at the end of the day, he didn't pin him. He didn't make him submit. Nothing necessarily proven right here, but I definitely say we got to get these two guys back on the table again. We got to get the dots, dot the I's and cross the T's, and most of all, we got to hook them up. I definitely want to see another one of these, I'll tell you. All right, fans, back with more right after this. All right, fans, this is our main event of the evening. We are going to get a look at Hot Stuff Incorporated, and I'll tell you, they made a heck of an appearance 1 week ago. As we see Terry Taylor making his way to the ring, let's take a look at what happened a week ago. Well, I understand that there's a problem with the video right now. We don't have it available. Well, I can tell you what happened. Rick Steiner was getting a match that he didn't want to necessarily be in, which was the title return match with Dr. Death Steve Williams. And when he didn't like the way things were going, he made a motion to the back, and we were all surprised to see Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer come out to the ring, and he was accompanied by Eddie Gilbert. You know what, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert hadn't talked to me about coming here to UWF. Neither, obviously, Buzz Sawyer, but we generally have an open door policy here. If you want to come here and you want to wrestle, we'll give you an opportunity. I got plenty of guys up here. We can hook you up. But at the same point in time, we got rules and regulations, and I expect those to be followed, and I expect there to be some honor amongst them. That was a championship title match, and I expected a better match and a finish to that match more specifically than what we ended up getting. Speaking of champions, right now we're getting a look at a great one here. He's our television champion, Brad Armstrong. Well, Brad Armstrong indeed is rounding out the trio here that's going to welcome Hot Stuff Incorporated here to the UWF. All right, get ready, fans. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Maniac Buzz Sawyer. And Rick Steiner, the UWF champion. Here they come. Well, they don't call him the Mad Dog for nothing, and he may be on a train right now, but that's going to be turned loose very soon. All right, bell sounds. It's official, and Eddie Gilbert going to start things off against Terry Taylor. Big drop kick by Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, and he gets this thing off very quickly. Sam Houston across the ring. We get a look at him. Now Eddie Gilbert walks right into it and pays the price. Back body drop, however, and down goes Terry Taylor. Well, nobody can take anything away. I'll tell you right now, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, if you're not familiar with him, this is a young man who can wrestle with the best of them, but he will also get down and dirty. And with him in control of these other two gentlemen, I'll tell you right now, some people are going to have their hands full here in the UWF in the near future, I guarantee you. Well, the Mad Dog in the ring now with Terry Taylor. Strikes him with a knee upside the head. You know, Dr. Death Steve Williams somewhere in the back right now watching this one, no doubt in my mind. There's the tag made, and Sam Houston now the legal man. This young man has gone throughout the circuit. He's had some mixed success. Trying now to see how he can do in this big match. He got the call, said, hey, you interested in going in? And he said, definitely. Now he's up there on the, and he better watch out because Eddie Gilbert getting ready to. And there it is. You've got to be aware of your surroundings, and he just, for a moment, lost sight of that. Now the Mad Dog is in trouble. I tell you right now, I'm surprised at just how much trouble he's having here in this one. Sam Houston caught him again, neck breaker. And now the Mad Dog with a short clothesline. It didn't catch him flush, but it caught him enough. And now uppercut dropping Sam Houston. I'm like you, I'm a little surprised at the slow start that Mad Dog got off to here, but I think we're going to find out that he's got it right back under control here in just a moment. Well, he's definitely got the upper hand right now on Houston. Buzz Sawyer has him up in the air. Wow, what a power bomb that was. And Sam Houston is able to kick out, but just because you're able, maybe it's not the right thing to do. He's got him again for another one. This time, Houston turns the tables on him. And he hooks the leg. He thinks he's got him beat right here. I doubt that. But he got two. Really drove the head of Sawyer into that canvas. Irish whip is reversed, and now Sam Houston finds himself in the wrong part of town. Tag made. Here comes Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert now with a double team. What are they going to do? Oh, wow. Sam Houston just got taken down, and now the tag is made. Here comes the UWF champion, Rick Steiner, for the first time in this one, and safe to say he'll do a number on Sam Houston. Sam Houston right now, I'll tell you, he's definitely been in that ring too long, and he's in the wrong part of town, and if he doesn't find a way to change his fortunes here very, very quickly, I think this one might be over. Steiner's got him in trouble, and now what? Perches him up on top rope, but Houston kicks him off. Cross body press, and down goes Steiner. Sam Houston had the opportunity to make the tag. He did not take advantage of the opportunity and now pays the price. Steiner's got him up in the air. Power bomb, and he's got his shoulders down. That could be it. Well, Brian Armstrong made the save right there, but perhaps that's not the thing he wanted to do. Steiner's got him up. Oh, and he drove him. Save made again by Armstrong, and Sawyer going to work. Eddie Gilbert getting involved. And now clothesline from behind. Brad Armstrong just got drilled by Steiner. The UWF champion just throws the television champion out. Overhead right, look at this. Wow, went for it, and he makes the tag, and now Terry Taylor is in. Down goes Steiner. Clothesline takes him all the way out to the floor. We've got bodies everywhere. Oh, I'll tell you, this is right now, this is what we talk about with the UWF. You got some tough hombres out there, and right now, Steiner proving he's one of the best. But Terry Taylor giving him all the match that he ever wanted. Indeed, no doubt about that. And now Steiner just sent Armstrong all the way down. Tag is made. Here comes hot stuff. Eddie Gilbert coming back in. Let's see what he's got in mind. Working over that arm. Terry Taylor and Eddie Gilbert. Sam Houston looks like he's managed to get himself back up. But Gilbert has got Terry Taylor. Wow, just drove that boot almost through the back of his head. Tremendous move right there by Eddie Gilbert. Brad Armstrong now on the receiving end. Oh, Terry Taylor caught the boot, and now Gilbert gonna have to fight his way back up, and he does. Both of these men exchanging blow after blow. Terry Taylor now getting the advantage here. He drove the head of Gilbert into the canvas, and this is a mistake in my opinion. Steiner just caught him. But Eddie Gilbert struggling as well. Nice move right there, takes Terry Taylor down. What's he going to do with him now? He's got Terry Taylor in trouble. Brings him over towards his corner. Puts him into the ropes instead. And now Eddie Gilbert. Now there's the hot shot. And that should be all she wrote. Hooking the leg. And now let's see what happens here. Sam Houston is able to make the save. Steiner caught Houston. Once again, I'm not sure how much of a favor they're doing with him right here. Just forcing him basically to absorb more punishment. And now Eddie Gilbert from behind. Gilbert's in trouble. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. There you got it. I don't like the way things look right now if you're Terry Taylor. Up again, and there again is the hot shot by Eddie Gilbert. From the top rope, and look at that. Just like that, the win goes to Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Hot Stuff Incorporated getting the victory here as we look back on the highlights here. Steiner almost put him away, not once, but twice. Eddie Gilbert dropping him with that DDT. And again, opportunities bound both ways. But at the end of the day, there are your winners. Hot Stuff Incorporated. We know we're going to be getting a look at a return match for the world title, fans. I look forward very much to seeing that one. Until next time, for the big cowboy, Lance Muscle here saying so long from Bowling Green, Kentucky. This is UWF Wrestling.